morning, St. Paul's. And just a special welcome to all of those that are joining us this morning for the pageant and those that are joining us online. I am Michelle Walter. This week we have a couple of opportunities to gauge with the Christmas season. On Wednesday at 7 at Beaver Memorial, there will be a Blue Christmas service. This is a service designed to create space for those who don't feel the fullest of merry, cheery, and bright. Pastor Sue has crafted a beautiful service for us to engage in on that day. On Saturday at 6:30, right here, we have our traditional Christmas Eve service. We will take some time to sing, be together, hear the good news of Christmas, and most importantly, reorient ourselves to a place of gratitude for the gift that is Christmas and those we hold dear. On Sunday morning at 9:30, we are doing a low-key Christmas Day service for anyone who just wants a chance to get out of the house, enjoy some time with the church family, and explore what Christmas means for all of us. While we often feel obligated to attend worship services, please know this service is simply to be a gift and not a stressor about waking up early, getting all dressed up, or anything of that nature. Come in comfy clothes or PJs, and let's eat cookies and have hot chocolate. If no one shows up, Pastor Daniel is taking his dog and going to ruin his niece and nephew's Christmas. Now, with the announcements completed, let us join together as one on the opening prayer that is found in the bulletin, or the words will be on the screen. Let us stand together and open with our prayer. Anticipation grows within us. Gotcha. There is no power nor ruler who does not owe their allegiance to you. There is no universe that is without purpose, no world that cannot name its true leader. Every man, woman, and child is made to dance within your law of love. In this fourth week of Advent, we sing with the prophets. In this fourth week of Advent, we shout with the children. In this, the fourth week of Advent, we pray with the believers around the world. King of the ages, we are broken in our understanding of love and leadership, and have lost the capacity to understand the ways of a benevolent sovereign. Show us your face. Teach us your ways, elevate your among us. Help us to receive your guidance on our ashamed planet. We prepare our hearts in this Advent season by praying, listening, singing, and responding to rightful kingship in our lives and in your world. With the ancients who awaited you, King of kings and Lord of lords, come quickly to us. Spark the dawn of creation. Amen. And just one further announcement before we do our first song. The week between Christmas and New Year's, the office will be closed, but Pastor Daniel is still available, but will be working remotely from Altoona for a portion of the week. And now let us sing our first song, number 234 in the hymnal, or the words will be on the screen. O come, all ye faithful.
Behold him, born of take a moment, look around the room, and greet one another with a wave, just a nod of the head, a mouthed hello. And feel free to sit down whenever you feel comfortable. It is good to be with you all on this day that is, Denny, how many weeks until Christmas? One whole week. Denny is our Christmas calendar here at St. Paul's, and so we are grateful for him and his gift of joy around the Christmas season. Friends, I believe, if we're all honest with ourselves, after the year and the pandemic that we have been going through, it is important for us to find some semblance of joy this year. As we enter into a time of prayer, I just want to note in the back of your bulletin, you will see a list of names of people that we are keeping in prayer for. I just want to highlight a few real quick. One, we want to keep Jeannie Hafer in prayer. For those of you who don't know, Jeannie Hafer years ago fought a battle with cancer and won, and her cancer has resurfaced several years later, and she is going into a special cancer treatment program, but they are also snowbirds, so they are traveling down to Florida right now, and they will be making the trip from Florida up to Brown to receive treatments, and so she'll be making those trips every 2 weeks. And so if you can keep the Hafers in your prayer as she continues to receive cancer treatments, they would be eternally grateful, and I know so would I. We also want to keep Peg Murphy in prayers. Both Peg and Bill have the flu this week, and so they were not doing well. They are together. They are in their place over in Milton, and so phone calls are greatly appreciated to just remind them that they are loved and cared for in the season. Obviously, while they are sick, visitation is not available. And so we want to do that, and then we want to continue to offer up prayers for Michelle as she goes for knee surgery this week, and so we are grateful for the ways that Michelle has ministered to us this morning. We continue to lift you in prayer for your recovery over the holidays, Michelle. With that being said, the last thing I just want to bring your attention to, many of you know this, but this Sunday is a different Sunday. You have the great joy of not listening to me preach, so congratulations. Most likely service will end on time this week because you get to listen to the great gift of these kids who have worked hard to study their lines and administer those lines with great joy in their face and voice. If not, you'll pay attention to the ones I'm talking about. You'll see it. It's awesome. If not, I'll point them out after the shindig. It is really great, and I am excited for just the work that they have done. I remember doing Christmas pageants and Christmas plays in church, and it was a great gift. But it was always good whenever it was done because you finally achieved something in that like, and nobody's looking at you or expecting anything. So kids, thank you for the work that you've done. Thanks Jess and Jess for being cat wranglers and directors in all the ways. And thank you parents for putting up with the schedules and all of that. We appreciate it. So with all of that, I'm going to give you a few moments of just silence to where if there's something going on in your life that you would like to just sit with before God in silence, feel free to offer that up, whether that's in silence or even under your breath or even out loud if you want to cry out to God in prayer, and then I will lead us into a time of prayer together. Let us go to God in prayer together, my friends. Gracious God, as we come here this Sunday, on this last Sunday of Advent, the week before Christmas, God, I'm sure that we feel some level of stress. God, we have school that we need to finish. We have work that we need to get done. We have presents that we need to wrap. God, we have things that still need to be decorated. We have family things that we still need to schedule, God, and maybe we look upon family time with joy or with a little bit of sorrow in our hearts. God, maybe there's frustration and anger. Maybe we are reminded that our family is not united, or we are mindful of those who are not here with us this Christmas season. God, however we come upon this Christmas season, whether with great jubilation or with a little reservation, God, we come here this day acknowledging that, God, we need your hope. We need your peace. We need your love. We need your joy to extend and flow through us because, God, even with all the joy in our heart, this season is still busy. It is still work. It is still a lot that needs to go on. And God, even if it seems like there's not much going on, God, there is still a lot that we have to process. That, God, you came in the flesh and dwelt among us, and you reminded us that there is a better way to live. That we don't need to participate in the rat race of doing everything for someone else. That, God, we don't need to chase after wealth and fame and prosperity. That, God, it is okay to live a simple life. God, you reminded us of that time and time again. And so, God, as we approach this Christmas, may we hold on to that notion of simplicity. That, God, we would just simply love. That we would simply be present. We would simply show up as we are able to. And that, God, for the times that we seem overextended, overburdened, God, or just wrestling, that, God, we would own that truth and we would share with those who we are committed to that today I just don't feel it. Today, hey, can we reschedule? It's not a good day today. God, whatever we need to do to care for ourselves amidst this great holiday, may we do it. But, God, may we do it in an attitude and an air of love. That not only should we care for ourselves, God, we need to care for the needs of others. And there are family that want to see us. There are people in our lives that are expecting time together. It's a difficult balance to strike, but God, may we walk it faithfully. God, for the Christmas season, may we also extend that love to strangers in the supermarket when tensions are high and our patience is low. May we extend it to our kids, to our family, to our friends, and to ourselves. God, for our worship service here today, whether we hear the word proclaimed from Scripture or, God, whether we hear it come from the mouths of children in a play, we know that it is still your truth. And so, God, we cling to your truth and we ask that you would guide and direct us in that truth this day. God, we are grateful for the space, for the people, for the kids that have prepared our time together. God, may it be a blessing unto us, unto them, but God, also unto the world around us. As we leave this place, may we go with the joy in our hearts of the great things that we have seen this day, because they are things rooted in you. And God, we ask for this and so much more in your precious, holy, and healing name. And all God's children said, amen. Friends, I will invite you to stand where you are once again as we join together for our next song, Hymn of Joy, which is a contemporary song, and the words will be on the screen, but you also know this tune a little bit. So I invite you to stand as we sing Hymn of Joy. Let us sing together, my friends.
To the sun above.
You may be seated. We are doing our Christmas pageant called Have You Seen Christmas? The kids are going to come up and administer this to us as Janice and Denny go get good seats so that they can see what's going on here. Everything is set. Kids, you are in charge. Is there anything, adults, that they need to be known for? Known of? No? All right, last thing I just want to say, because I'll forget it and it's in my mind right now. You're all welcome to come back every week because you have beautiful singing voices. But you all have to sit together in close proximity because I think you sing louder when you're together. So thank you for your beautiful singing. Friends, I present to you, on behalf of the kids of St. Paul's, Have You Seen Christmas?
The night before Christmas Eve in a busy town, Luke, a homeless boy, and his dog settle in for the night.
That wind is cold. I smell snow if I'm not mistaken. Hello, who's this? Woof, woof, woof. Master is asleep, is he? You keeping him warm? What a place to be on Christmas Eve.
The dog called Christmas sniffs the air and smells something good and goes to look for food.
Christmas? Christmas? Where's that dog gone? Christmas?
Early morning on Christmas, the town is busy making last-minute preparations for Christmas.
Let's get this stall set up as quickly as we can. Over here at that box stand is the meal. Now we're all ready for a busy day. Come and buy your cranberries, hopefully ripe mandarins.
Holly Reese fetches to mistletoe. Hey Jenny, I saw you. No more bananas, so turn into a monkey.
Ooh, ooh.
You're a little monkey.
City News, shops are out best-selling robots. Hundreds disappointed children, even more disappointed parents.
A bunch of grapes, please, Ed.
Happy Christmas. I hope you get all the presents you want.
Come and buy wrapping paper, 2 rolls for the price of 1. 8, 9, 10, coming. Ha ha, see you, Mia. Time to order a box. Your hat shows. Bother this hat. So what's in the box anyway? Oranges, loads of them. Hey Dad, why do you need so many oranges?
You'll see. Now why don't you two get out from under my feet? Go and find your friend Luke. I think I saw him in the doorway of his apartment.
Yes, then we can pet Christmas. This funny little dog. I love that dog. So do I. But why is he called Christmas? Someone bought him as a Christmas present and then couldn't be bothered to take care of him. Luke got him at the rescue center. Well, I look after him. He's the friendliest dog in the world.
If you're down and out, living rough, and home is far away, then life is tough. A dog can be your friend, your one and only. He listens well and stops you feeling lonely.
This is a dog called Christmas. As gruffy as could be, we didn't rescue him.
He rescued me. Now why don't you sit and stay by my side? You fill my heart with joy and with pride. You keep me safe when nights are colder. When danger lurks, your presence makes me bolder.
This is a dog called Christmas. As gruffy as could be, we didn't rescue him.
He rescued me.
Jenny and Mia go to find Luke in Christmas. Jamie, the vicar of the local church, visits the fruit stand.
Hello, Ed. Everything all right for this afternoon?
Don't worry, Jamie. I have the oranges right here. They're beauties.
Excellent. That's very kind of you. Well, I better get along to the church hall. We're busy cooking the Christmas meal for anyone who is homeless.
I thought I could smell something.
Jenny and Mia find Luke, but he is upset.
Why does Luke live on the street, Jenny? Doesn't he have a home like us? He does, but he ran away because no one was very interested in him. He came to the city to find a job, but it was much more difficult than he thought. Well, at least he's got a dog to cheer him up. I know. What do you do without him? There he is. Hi, Luke. We brought you an apple. Luke? What's the matter? Where's Christmas?
He ran away in the night.
Oh, no.
It's so cold. What if something happened to him? What if he never comes back?
Why don't we say a prayer for him to come back? I always come to God when I'm in trouble.
Huh? God would listen to me.
Yes, he would. He listens to everything. Don't worry, Luke. We'll go and find Christmas. We'll bring him back. Just you wait and see.
Hello, God. It's me, Luke. If you could bring Christmas back, that would be great. Thanks.
Christmas, 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 Christmas.
Have you seen Christmas? Does anyone know if Christmas is in the ice and snow? Hiding in the doorways, roaming the street, is Christmas curled up at someone's feet?
Have you seen Christmas? I'm asking once more. Is Christmas for sale in the big city store? Brightly lit windows only display that Christmas is hard to find today.
Have you seen Christmas? Does anyone care if Christmas is in a gutter somewhere? Answer my question. Help me pray that Christmas is still alive today.
In their search for the dog called Christmas, Jenny and Mia run into a shopping area where shoppers are rushing to find last-minute Christmas gifts.
Careful. Oh, we're very sorry. Yes, sorry. But we're looking for Christmas. Have you seen Christmas?
Of course, Christmas is in there. Of course, Christmas is in there.
In the department store? Thank you. We'll go and have a look. Where shall we look first? I know. How about the toy department?
Jenny and Mia head to the department store to find shoppers and families fighting over the last of the best-selling robot toys.
Hey, look, here's one of those robots.
Hey, I saw that first.
Don't play, don't break it.
Give it to me. Mom said I could have it.
What's going on? Put it back, both of you. We're going home.
I don't see Christmas anywhere. There's a lot of bad tempered people. Look, Jenny, come do this. Visit our enchanted garden. Santa has just what you want for Christmas. Perhaps Santa can help us find Christmas. Oh, what are you looking for Christmas? I'm looking for a dog called Christmas. A dog, huh? Yes, here you go. Happy Christmas for Satan. Thank you. But it's stuck. I need a real dog. Come on, Mia. I don't see Christmas anywhere. Let's go back outside. Do you think we'll really find Christmas, Jenny? Of course we will. We just have to keep looking. Let's ask the security guard. Excuse me, have you seen, we're looking for Christmas. Have you seen Christmas?
Well, no. Where is Christmas? Have you been down to the city square? There's a Christmas tree with lights in the ice cream. I'd say Christmas is in there.
In the city square? Thank you. We'll go and have a look.
Jenny and Mia go to the city square where ice skaters are dancing to cheerful Christmas music. The vicar of the local church finds Luke to invite him to the church for food and warmth and the Christmas Eve service.
Luke, I was hoping to find you. It's Christmas Eve. I wanted to invite you.
What should we do? We've been searching all over the place, but we can't find Christmas anywhere. We're sorry, Luke.
I see. So Christmas has gone missing. Well, I think if you really want to find Christmas, you should look into St. Paul. Come with me.
They all head to the church where all the helpers, including Jenny and Mia's parents, are providing food for the homeless people.
Come in off the streets, everyone. There are hot sausages and a glass of fresh orange juice from Aunt Nellie's fruit stand.
Come in off the street. Sit at the table. There's plenty to eat.
Hope's alive in the candlelight, for Christmas has found us tonight.
This is the church hall, Luke.
Feel the warmth, smell the food. See that dog over there? It's Christmas. You were right, Jamie. I knew I'd find Christmas here. Come on, join us, Luke. Let us things warm up.
Welcome to our Christmas Eve service, everyone. At Christmas time, Jesus was born in a simple stable because there was no room at the inn. He was homeless, but the innkeeper made room for him. So if we really want to find Christmas, we must open our eyes and look for a place where people are being loving and giving to one another. Did you see any sign of the real Christmas today?
I did. I was cold and hungry, but the church helpers gave me warm food and a coat. If you want to find Christmas, it's right here.
And if you want to find the dog Christmas, you'll find him wherever there's food. Woof, woof, woof.
If you're down and out, living rough, and home is far away, then life is tough. A dog can be your friend, your one and only. He listens well and stops you feeling lonely.
This is a dog called Christmas. As scruffy as could be, we didn't rescue him.
He rescued me. Now why don't you sit and stay by my side? You fill my heart with joy and with pride. Keep me safe when nights are colder. When danger lurks, your presence makes me bolder.
This is a dog called Christmas. As scruffy as could be, we didn't rescue him.
He rescued me.
Have you seen Christmas? Then open your eyes, for Christmas is wearing a disguise. Think of a baby born in the straw, and Christmas will fill your hearts once more.
So excited. I'm muted. Oh. Jess is. Oh, yeah, don't step on that. So, I'm super grateful for the kids and the story of Christmas that they have done. I'm also grateful for Jess and the care that she has about the blue fabric that goes around the table and the lights. Look at that, everybody. Now, there's one thing that I'm missing. You would think that I would come prepared for this. Hey, I found it. We're all good. It's on the floor, under the pulpit. I'm not as prepared as the kids were, so I'll give you that. But friends, it is important for us to remember the gift that is Christmas and hearing it in a way that kids can explain it beautifully. So I just want to thank you. Kids, we're not doing a typical children's sermon, but I need your help, so participate as best as you can. When we started Advent season, so Advent, right, is the countdown to Christmas, what was the first candle that we lit? Does anybody remember what it was about? Hope. Do you remember which candle it was? This one. This one, the one that's most burnt. And then the second week we went through, and James, what did we talk about? Love. love, and that is correct. And Ryan, I believe, particularly wanted me to light this candle whenever we talked about love. And so last week, we ended up talking about, anybody? Joy is what we talked about last week, right? And so far in this Christmas season, we are supposed to be people who have hope, we are supposed to be people who are loving, and we are supposed to be people who have joy, as you saw administered on every single face and every single voice this morning, right? Yes, everyone did a great job. So I'm super grateful for that. However, if we're honest with ourselves, has it been hard to find joy throughout this season? Anybody? Has it been hard to be super loving to everybody you interact with? Has it been hard to be super hopeful that things are going to be better in the new year? Or is it just going to be more of the same old, same old? If you feel those struggles, I'm with you, right? It is not an easy thing to go through this life, and yet we are reminded, if you take a moment, look around the room, glance at each other, make awkward eye contact. It's okay. You're not going to die. Yet. Today. Death does come for us all. We're not alone, right? We're not alone in our work. We're not alone in our trials. We're not alone in our tribulations. And the gift of Christmas is that we're not alone physically, but we're also reminded that we're not alone spiritually, that we have a God that walks through all of these things with us. And so today we light our last candle. And our last candle, kids, does anybody know what our last candle is? Ryan? Peace. Our last candle is peace. And I think for all of us here in this time and in this space, we can use a little bit of peace. And so as we light this candle, I want to invite you, as we enter into these closing two songs, what are the ways that we can be instruments of God's peace here in this time? Anybody going to see family this week? What are the ways that you can love your family this week and be an instrument of peace? Because if your family's anything like mine, we are a lot like a Christmas vacation, right? It is dysfunctional. We're not lighting trees on fire or doing anything like this, but there's usually a little bit of chaos, right? How can you be an instrument of peace? If you have work this week, it's going to be difficult. For those of you who are teachers, I do not envy your job, because basically, how do you do anything this week when the kids do not care what you have to say coming out of your mouth? It's Christmas week, right? For those of you who have school, good luck. Get through it. Whenever we talked about love, this candle here, I believe, Lily, you were the one that said, I love everybody, but I love the teachers who don't give homework more than the teachers who do. Oh, that was Eli? Sorry, Eli. I'm so sorry. That's Eli's comment. Lily would never say anything like that, because Lily is our heart and song here at this church. So she is everything we want to be. How can you be an instrument of peace at school this week, kids? Adults, how can you be an instrument of peace for the kids in your life, right? My niece and nephew, I'm going to see them later this week. I am going to torture them all Christmas. It is my gift and joy as an uncle that lives out of town, but I hope that I can give them the gift of peace as well. Friends, I invite you to stand as you are able and so desire, as we sing our next song, as Janice and Denny make their way back to their song. We are singing He Shall Reign Forevermore, which is, again, a contemporary Christmas song for us to engage in and to hear. So as we sing together this morning, may we be reminded that God shall reign forevermore, and in God's reign is peace, is hope, is joy, and is love. So as we look for what we have for Christmas this week, this year, may we unwrap those four things in our lives. Let us sing, He Shall Reign Forevermore. Friends, as you go this day, I hope you go in the peace of Christ that rules and reigneth in the world to come. May we be glimmers of that hope in that world that is here in that now. Friends, go in peace, loving Christ and those who walk and dwell among us, because they are all made in the image and likeness of their Creator. And friends, so are you. So go in that peace. As we close with our final song, Go Tell It on the Mountain. May we be mindful of this great story as we go and tell it everywhere. And after our final song, feel free to join us over there for some cookies and brownies and coffee and chips and all of that fun stuff. And so let us close with Go Tell It on the Mountain.